Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us again at Candid Vancouver Real Estate. We're talking about all the issues in Vancouver real estate. I am Andrew Hasman.
I'm Jeff Benna.
We're going to talk to you today about our year-end recap for 2022.
New ban on foreign buyers.
The new anti-flipping rules.
Updated speculation and empty homes tax.
The expected rise in Vancouver property taxes.
The new provincial rescission period for real estate.
I think that's enough for now. There's a lot of stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff. Let's throw in some 2023 predictions.
Let's do that right now. Okay, so keeping in mind, we're better realtors than accountants and lawyers.
So as always, make sure and talk to your trusted financial advisor before making any decision regarding real estate.
Okay, so let's talk about 2022. What happened in 2022? What are the bullet points that people need to know?
Came in like a lion, went out like a lamb. We saw the first half of the year, low inventory, lots of buyers, multiple offers, and rising prices.
People couldn't buy real estate fast enough.
They couldn't. No.
FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yes. The second half of the year, we saw after a spike in sales as buyers took advantage of all their pre-approvals, we saw less buyers, less urgency, and less competition, and softening prices.
So basically, everyone went to the beach, and real estate took second fiddle, so to speak.
Definitely. Now, as of yesterday, December 29th, when we wrote the segment, there were about 2,700 residential houses and condos for sale in Vancouver. Last year, there was just under 2,400. And so we're seeing an increase in the inventory of about 14%.
Okay, and there were 12,300 residential houses and condo sales on MLS this year, sorry.
Nope.
Last year.
Last year.
And as of the 29th of December this year, only about 8,600 sales. So about a 30% decline in sales in the last year.
Yeah, so 14% more homes for sale, 30% less homes sold. But that doesn't mean that the prices dropped by 30%. Just that there was 30% less transactions.
So home sellers basically took the homes off the market in a soft market.
I think a lot of times.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the house price index for Vancouver East from the end of November last year to the end of November this year shows residential prices down less than 1%. The west side, a harder hit area with residential prices down a whopping 4% in that period. Houses were hardest hit, coming off almost 7%. But condo apartments actually show an increase of 1%. This is not what I'm hearing in the news. I'm hearing 10%, 20%. So what do we make of that?
So prices are similar going into the new year of 2023 as they were from last year.
Okay.
But if we take a look at the change from the peak of the market in late spring, that's where we're seeing these big drops in prices. These the big changes that we're seeing. So unless you were hoping to sell sometime in the few months in the spring of 2023, the gap between prices last year and this year is pretty even.
And so basically all the 2020, late 2021, early 22 price appreciation has disappeared.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're kind of back to sort of late 2021 prices.
I think
kind of back to where we were about a year ago.
About a year
Okay,
ago.
fair enough. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
What do you think is going to happen with the foreign buyer ban?
Not much. Foreign buyers have really been out of the market for the last sort of 5 years. When they imposed the 20% property transfer tax for foreign buyers, that basically,
Massive discouragement.
Huge discouragement, yeah. And so I don't think it's going to make much of an impact. Obviously, stay tuned, but I think that's a negligible impact.
Yeah. And the anti-flipping rules?
Anti-flipping rules, basically, if you buy a property and you sell it within 12 months, the government's now going to tax it as income as opposed to capital gain. So there's a disincentive there. You're going to get dinged on a higher tax. Again, it's going to definitely affect speculative investing. There's no question.
Yeah.
Not sure if this is a good idea. What's your take on it?
When I look at it, I see that markets cause prices to rise, and flipping homes is a symptom of that. When I look at flipping houses, that doesn't cause prices to run up. And in fact, I think penalizing people for reselling homes after they've fixed them up or after they've held them for a little while, all it does is it helps the inventory contract and causes more price escalation.
Isn't adding value to a property a good thing?
I think it is. You're giving more options for people to live in. You're increasing the supply of nice homes, all kinds of things.
What about the jobs it creates as well? You're calling in painters, contractors, plumbers to do all this work, and obviously if less people are buying these homes to flip them, then there's obviously decline in demand for these tradespeople.
There's a big knock-on effect where the money that comes into the economy, in the builders and these other things, it does a lot to keep things going. I mean, real estate is a big part of what makes British Columbia move, and so anything we're doing to sort of slow that down, I don't think
Not a good thing.
Not a good thing.
Okay. 3-day rescission period coming into effect in a couple of days. Buyers are going to basically have 3 business days after signing a contract to walk away. What do you think? How does that affect things going forward?
I'm in favor of anything that makes house buying easier and more comfortable. So if we've got a 3-day period where people can get an inspection, where they can make sure their financing is in order, I'm 100% in favor of it. There's been a 7-day rescission period in place for new construction condos for as long as I can remember. It hasn't done anything negative to impact that market.
Okay, so there you go. So obviously consumer protection. I was doing a quick calculation. If you buy a property on a Friday and it's a long weekend,
Yes.
You actually get up to 6 days, including the weekend plus a stat holiday. So if you buy it on a Friday, Monday's a holiday, you've actually got till midnight on Thursday to decide if you want to buy that property or not.
Yeah, it's 3 business days. And if you decide not to go ahead with it, there's a penalty.
0.25%. So on even numbers, on $1 million, it's $2,500?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So let's talk about predictions for 2023. We've got obviously interest rates, dramatically higher than where they were this time last year. And that's been the main factor for this big slowdown in the real estate market, not just in Vancouver, but across the country. But what's in store for 2023?
I'm cautiously optimistic. I think that people can only stay on the sidelines so long, either as buyers or as sellers. Eventually homes that need to be sold need to be sold. People that need an extra bedroom, they need more space, they need to be in a different location. You can't just wait forever. So those factors will continue to be in play. I think we'll get into a little bit more normalized position with higher interest rates. We'll see what happens with the economy. There might be some more stability. Overall, I think it's going to be a stable year and an easier year to buy and sell.
I think it's great. I've always said, in the 3 decades that I've been helping people buy and sell real estate, it's amazing how much more comfortable it is working in an environment where we've got stable, equilibrium in the marketplace. Buyers have time to make a decision. They've got time to do their due diligence. Prices aren't rapidly rising. It's stable. Everyone likes to conduct business when there's clarity as to how the numbers play out and what people's expectations are, right?
For sure.
So I think it's a much more comfortable market, and people will get used to these higher interest rates. We're still historically, if you go back 40 years, these rates are still pretty low.
Very low.
So
I can remember the first house we bought. I was thrilled to be in single-digit interest rates. I think I signed up for a 10-year mortgage at 9 3/4.
Well, I can beat you on that. I was my CIBC 5-year fixed in 1991 was at 11 3/4%.
There you go.
So there you go. And I was told that was a great deal.
Yes, yes. You should be thrilled to get
There
it.
you go.
Thank you for coming out today.
Hey, listen, I'm Andrew Hasman,
I'm Jeff Benna.
and we love to sell real estate, and we love to help our clients, with providing them with great information so they can make an informed decision about buying and selling.
Call us here, and we'd be happy to help.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.